Hello, everybody.
Hello!
See, it always says that we're 54 seconds in. Maybe that's just the time. Who knows? Welcome, everybody. I'm TJ,
I'm Calvin.
and welcome to Tidal Wave. As you can tell, this is the finale. We're just going to wrap up everything. We're going to wrap up March. It's been forever. We're going to wrap up, everything. Recap, do our thing, and we'll have some fun along the way. You ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
Welcome to Tidal Wave, a whole new level of entertainment and showbiz experiences. Knowledge, culture, influence, and art. Our conversations will leave nothing off the table. We'll make a wave with our stories and give you the insights you want and need. So prepare to catch the wave and go with the flow. Please welcome your hosts, TJ Tacurio and Calvin Cooper.
Hi.
Oh no, it's doing this like spacey thing. Say something.
Hello.
It went.
It's okay. It comes back after a while for you.
What?
It comes back for you.
It comes back?
Yeah, it comes back for you. Sometimes it just goes in and out. All right, you come back, and I'll tell everybody what we're going to talk about. Leave. Come back.
Okay, you want me to leave and come back?
Yeah, and I'll tell everybody what we're discussing.
Okay.
So we are going, Calvin and I are just deciding that this is going to be our finale episode. We are going to come back I'll wait for him to come back so we can announce him. We'll be back again. We're kind of going to ramp it up a little bit more, but we're going to discuss all of these things. We're going to recap the entire season. So we had friends and family. We had pride. We had social media. We had mentoring, health and wellness, and new beginnings. Yeah, so we're kind of just tying up all of this. I know everybody feels exhausted with all of these things. I'm exhausted from 2020. How about you?
I will definitely say a bitch is fatigued. But we still got a lot to do. We still got a lot, working to, what I feel. Not only do I feel fatigued, but I do feel inspired. I do feel strengthened. Yeah. I do feel hopeful. Honestly, a lot of this tiredness came from the waking up process, not just other people, but of myself. You know what I mean? So I do feel just like, I've been doing a lot of work, took a beat. We've got things to do, Yeah,
we have a lot of things to do. And thinking back on 2020, you and everybody else that's watching, what do you think was the biggest thing that happened this year?
Losing Michael.
Friendship loss, yeah?
Yeah.
That was a big one. I mean, that happened, and it happened relatively close to the beginning of the whole thing. Wrapped in this whole 2020 is this pandemic, but as so many things within those, these people that have birthdays in January and February, those suckers, they actually got a birthday. Everybody else, March 15th on, has not had a birthday yet.
I mean, hey, it's just the new way.
It's coming from.
She's coming for you.
Coming for you. Calvin, Jessica says hello. Jessica Gamble.
Yeah. Well, talking about my birthday was in the summer. And I very much enjoyed my birthday. It was in the park, spacious and a very few number of people. It was very relaxed and easy. And, so it's kind of nice having that, because as you started to notice, the older I've gotten with my birthdays, the less and less I wanted people around me, because it's more of celebrating my friends. My birthday is celebrating my friends who are able to be there physically and those in my life. So it's kind of nice to have that have been the real focus too. Cause when it's your birthday, a lot of people are like, no, don't spend too much time on me. So it kind of felt nice to be like, you know what? I made a solo return and I'm thankful to have y'all in my life. Literally.
Yeah. No, I agree. Sorry, I'm going to chime in there. Jessica Gamble and Gary Higgins say hi.
Oh, yes. Hey, yes. Yo, check out Gary J. Higgins art. I showed you, TJ. He did the Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh, yeah.
Honey, first, I got one, because if you're not just first, you're just last. Shout out to the AKAs.
Oh, I want some. Gary,
he's having a sale too right now. I posted it on my on Calvin Lamont Cooper, here we go, my Instagram here. I posted it on my story, but definitely check it in because baby, I tell him this every time when I get some coins, because with my friends, I like to pay full price, honey. I was like, we're going to do some work. His place is amazing.
Yeah, well, I'm excited for you, Gary.
Yes. Say hi to Michael.
Hi, Michael. I have a lot of walls to hang art on, and I just don't have enough art. So I'll come for you. So birthdays. Yeah, we both had our birthdays in quarantine. We lost a good friend. We had a crazy long election. I mean, it was like Tuesday lasted for 5 days. And, you know, now November's over. It's like March just finished, you know, like we're going to head into December. I don't know, something about the holiday makes it feel like a new month is starting. We've just been stagnant in March for the past 6 months that now we're into this new December. I can finally feel like, oh yeah, December's got something cool going on.
I do. I feel really hopeful. I feel like, you know, what's really great about December too, with a lot of closing and ending, it's kind of nice to go into this winter, to go into this lockdown, because you know what, this is going to give a chance for us to see what we really need to do to get out of this. Because, you know, when they were saying, especially talking about COVID, talking about this transition, like there's going to be a lot more people inside the home. So we're really going to see numbers and things like that. And we can really get done with, you know, oh, sorry. I'm in the shed, AKA my Uncle Nathan. And I hear the kids and I hear cats. We have wild cats around here.
People are like, a shed? No, you're visiting home.
I'm visiting my mom's house in Virginia. Yes. And so, but I was saying though, about December, it's like, it's going to be great to see everything kind of slow down for a second and focus on these transitions from, you know, the fall to the winter, transition from the new life for us. Like a lot of us lost people, you know, a lot of us are having the beginning.
250,000 people.
250,000 people, you know, and we're getting a chance to start fresh, because when that new year does come, it does give a chance to be like, all right, you guys, January 1st, you got 19 days until we increase the fire now in the new administration. You know, our new temps are in office and we're going to continue to create the better world, you know?
Yeah. So I decided to do something. I didn't tell you this. I haven't told him this. We haven't talked really much about this episode. We kind of decided we were going to go because we were just going to wrap up a lot of it. But I decided tomorrow is going to be my January 1st. So it's December 1st. It's going to be my New Year's. And we had just talked about health and wellness on one of our episodes, but I really feel like I don't need to wait until January 1st. It just gives me a little bit of a back seat on all of it. So I decided tomorrow is going to be my January 1st. I'm going to pretend like it's New Year's again and just start my goals for all those things. Reinvigorate myself physically, mentally, and kind of get back on track. I kind of lost a little bit of motivation. I'm sure all of you have throughout this entire process. There's like a little bit of like depression that you kind of sink into, and maybe I wasn't motivated. I was super motivated in the beginning or in the middle, and then I just kind of lost it in August and September, and then it kind of built up again, and then October I was just like, ugh.
Well, I will say this, especially because you're not alone in this. We were gung-ho in the beginning because we had to create, we had to build, we had to put regimes, like new regimes into our life and go, okay, well, I wanted to work out. Okay, but there's now no gym. Okay, now what is the source of how we're going to work out and how to balance out the new work schedule and what is work? So, it was I like to say you went through a very healthy process, just like I did. You know what I mean? Like, I love us. We tend to really vibe off of each other. Like when you're in that rut, I'm like, all right, sis, I might be in the rut with you, but one of us will, help each other really get through it until we're just like, oh, we're both out of it, So it's like, yeah, like I'm here with you. And especially, you already know, while I'm at Sharon Cooper's house, ain't nothing but space and opportunity. So you already talking to the coach. You said you want to get ready into these regimes. I was like, let's do it. Let's get it. Like right before this episode, what I did, I was like, after I got off the phone of like, okay, we're going to start at 9 o'clock. Sounds great. And I was like, I got 7 minutes. let me do this 7-minute workout really quick. It was the total body detox. I was like, let me stretch before the show.
Yeah.
You know?
In addition with this, this planning for my December 1 as my New Year's, I decided I was going to look through my camera, pictures that I've taken from January 1st until November 30th. See where they all are and kind of pick out a whole month and kind of just put them as stories and find out what I was thankful for throughout the whole entire year, because I lose track of the things that I was appreciative, that I was thankful for, things that happened in January and February, March, even, you know, April, and even things that happened in the summer. Small little things that I lose track of because such humongous things happened this year that it kind of closed in on me. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do that. Like, I'm going to choose pictures here and there and just kind of throw them out there and do, like, you know, 30 days of joy, and just kind of, these are the things in my life that I really liked about 2020, because we can all say that we didn't like something. We all didn't like a lot of things about 2020, but there's good to be had in it, and I keep forgetting that.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I tell everybody too, it happens. Like, it literally, that happens, you know, because sometimes it's what I said to you. It was when I did my very first podcast interview with you for E's podcast. And I remember chuckling because I was like, remember, I was at Jake's apartment trying to help him get through at the time coronavirus, and learning what that was, and understanding what was happening Broadway. But I said to you, I go, wow. It wasn't until your introduction that I heard my accolades, and I was like, wow, I'm so thankful. Like, and you know, I've always been a very, like, happy to be here, easy to work with type of person, but I've always been in the process of, who am I bringing with me? How many people can I bring through this door? What can I bring, you know, for my next self, that to hear where I have performed and who I've been blessed to work with. I was just like, wow. So yeah, I feel like it's just very healthy that we tend to ebb and flow. We're very thankful, but we also are very driven. And it's like, sometimes we forget to sit back and just go, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, for sure. And we did a lot of things. A lot of us did not. Yes, Jessica, that is on the Nike training app.
Wait, hold on. Wait, how come I'm not seeing these chats?
You should be in comments.
Well, I'm in the chat, but there it goes. Hey, Jessica. It says, yes, that is on the NTC app. It is Nike Training Club. It is a lime green. I want to say it is Android and Apple friendly. It definitely is Apple friendly. But yeah, and when I tell you, ain't nothing better than free 99, because TJ will tell you, I understand how some people want to go to the gym, but I was like, ain't no excuse. You got a living room, you got outside, you got 6 minutes, you could do some crunches. You got 6 minutes, you can stretch, you know what I mean? And it just helps because it's free 99. Body brought to you by Willpower, okay?
Yeah. Do you remember the beginning of the year?
Yeah, I remember going 3, 2, 1. Because remember, I crapped in the middle of 515 Madison Avenue in Seattle, Washington.
I forgot that was this year.
Yeah, I definitely crapped, and Michael was the beginning who sent me the text, the meme that said, "Make sure you take a dump before 11:59 tonight because you don't want to bring shit into the new year." And I remember I ordered KFC. I was like, my last whatever, girl. I had Kentucky Fried Diarrhea, like crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's
jumping out of an Uber car and pooing in the street next to a homeless man's tent and taking my right sock off to cleanse myself.
Oh my God.
Cheers to Michael. And it was 3 a.m. when I called because we were in Seattle. So it was 3 a.m. and Michael was up. And I called him, FaceTimed him, and he's like, "What's up, Chop Hooch?" I was like, "So you remember that meme?" Because Michael and I, we have so many shit stories. Because you know, Michael's stomach was never good.
Yeah. Well, he had poop pains. But nonetheless, I remember I got a new job in January. So I got a new job in January. Well, I had a new job in January. So that was different for me, like going into an office, and like it was so fun. I loved it. For the 7 months that I did it, I thought it was so much fun.
Yeah.
It's completely different now that I'm, back to back to square one again. It's been fun. It's been a really fun journey through all those things. What else has come to an end this year for you?
My tolerance for bullshit.
We had to grow up a lot in this situation.
Yeah, it definitely, you know what it had, but on some real shit, like listening to people talk to me and truly listening, because you know, as many of us are empaths in this world, you know, and there's so many different types of empaths, and most of us actually have multiple attributes of them all in us. And one of the things is, like I tell people, I listen to what you say, and what I got tired of was a lack of accountability. But in it, I found myself, when I was getting exhausted with other people, it was me getting exhausted with myself. You saw how fast, like I was like, oh, I have to cut this out, because what I noticed is I just could not tolerate any more things that made me feel unworthy or felt lacking. So it was BS, you know, and it was just beautiful of watching all of us have to work through things, but literally also see who holds themselves accountable, who holds themselves to that fire and say, you know what, this is better for me. You know what I mean? So I was glad to lose that old version of Calvin that was needed for the many times I would code switch. Because once people found out what it was like for the life of a Black person, you know, it opened a lot of my friends' eyes. And so when I saw how fast some people went back into their old ways or just wanted to have access to me, I got to understand that. And I'm not saying that any of these people were bad people. I got to notice it. I had a lack of, oh, this is not what it is. This is not what it stands for. So I can't, you know what I mean? So it was a great loss.
Oh, look who showed up.
Donna, honey, okay, I have to say this.
We talked about Donna on an episode a couple
yes, we did. And I'm gonna say it again. Her name sounds like it belongs in stars.
Mm-hmm.
Donna Russo. Like, Donna Russo, you are a star. You have always been a star. But Donna Rosa, no, what is it? Donna, it's actually, it's like, I want to say like Rosa Gabriella, but it's Donna something Russo. Is her
that's not
name.
what we're talking about. So thanks. Next. Thank you. Next. We love you too, Donna. We talked about you. I can't remember which episode. Probably with Casey, right?
I think so. Donna Rosa Gabriella Russo. That's
Rosa Gabriella.
Yeah. Is that what? Did she say it? Ha ha!
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. See, I love you, boo. You're amazing. But yes. Mm-hmm. And you want to talk about amazing dancer, amazing actress?
Yeah. No, she's amazing at everything.
Right?
Rockette, yeah.
Her first year at Radio City, if I'm correct, we were in rehearsals in the same facility at the Waccamaw Mall, if I'm correct. But I know that we were together, though. We saw each other, and I was like, oh my God, look at this, from cruise ships to Radio City. Oh my God. Like,
where's Waccamaw?
The Waccamaw Mall is an abandoned mall in South Carolina at Myrtle Beach. Because when there used to be tours, we would rehearse at the Waccamaw Hotel, and it would be next to like an E-Spirit and stuff like inside. But it was the best. You got to see all the other touring cities, like, and so yeah.
She's so cute.
Oh, I know.
And look who else showed up today.
Boy orange, boysenberries. I freaking love us, you know. But see, you know, that's what's been so great. Like our relationships, I feel like a lot of people did a lot of losing of just unnecessary binds and stuff, you know what I mean? And connections with people and some naturally, but it's been perfect. It's been great. What is he saying?
Waccamaw Mall. It's because I should have fixed my face before I asked you that.
Honey, I love it.
But if you're watching, do you know who this is? Sandria?
Yes, honey. Hey, baby girl. And we just found you on Facebook. Technically, you found me. Anyway, what?
No,
you know, I just got back on Facebook, really, like, and y'all know I don't really use it.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's okay. So we started this whole journey discussing Friends, and that was our very first episode. We wanted to do something that was going to push us to, talk to each other, see.
What are you reading?
I was just reading them. Oh.
Hey, love. Y'all, everybody. Yes. Anyway, talk to me. You know me. You're gonna have to direct me because you saw me hitting Michael. Girl, I'm about to hit her again.
We started this whole thing off because we wanted to connect more because we lost our friend Michael.
Yeah.
So we decided we were going to do this, and we were just going to throw it out there. We were going to do it bi-monthly. It's our show. Nobody else can tell us what to do. So we kind of like, all right, we're going to go ahead and do that. And it's been fun. It's been really fun. It wound up being more, we were able to keep track of time. It made us think differently. It made us think outside the box, really, when it came to quarantine. But we started with Friends. So what's your... yeah, of course, duh.
What? Can I be your friends? Yo, what's up, Bottom? Yo.
Why is he even asking?
I know. Don't nobody like him anyway. So how about that? Happy belated birthday, yo! You know, it's his birthday.
I know.
Okay. Was that 2 weeks ago now, or at least it was on a Thursday? It was 2 Thursdays ago.
Well, we started with Friends, and I know throughout the whole process we've been kind of bouncing back and forth with Friends. And so, what's your stance with your friends, and what's going on with everybody?
Well, with the people that are still in my life, you know, we grind, and we all, you know, are doing what we're doing. We're here to support those who I had to remove myself from. You know, I love them even harder. You know, I had to love them to leave them. You know, so
right. We went through a pretty big like revolution within this pandemic as well. And I mean, that has a lot to say about, you know, 2020 is that the pandemic was wrapped in like a revolution, was wrapped in like an election that was like, it was I don't think I was listening to Bald and the Beautiful today with Bob the Drag Queen was on it. That's Trixie and Katya's show, their podcast.
I never knew the title of their show, but I'd be watching episodes in those two.
Wait, whoa. Do you watch it on YouTube?
I watch it on YouTube.
YouTube is called but their podcast is called The Bald and the Beautiful.
Oh, they got a podcast?
Yes.
I definitely need to listen to it then too, because I'll be watching them. They are.
So two of my favorite podcasts are The Bald and the Beautiful, Trixie and Katya, and Sibling Rivalry.
It's Sibling Rivalry, yeah.
I love Bob, and I love Monet.
You know, Michael used to dance for Bob.
Oh, really?
Michael used to dance. Michael's everywhere. Michael used to dance for Bob. That's how I met Bob once on the street. Like literally, he was walking, and he was like, "Oh, there's Bob," and he was like, "Oh, he did a gig or whatever." Yeah, like, and Michael loved Bob and Monet. Like that. That's why I started watching Drag Race. Like he was like, "We have to watch. We have to support." They're going to like, and I was like, "All right, Michael."
Yeah, I love that. I love those two. Bob was on, and he said both of their episodes. He said the same thing. If Shonda Rhimes wrote to write about 2020 in one of her shows, and she said everything that was going to happen in 2020 for real, nobody would believe it. Nobody would believe her.
Yeah.
They would be like, you have to make it more believable. Well, it all happened.
This, like, 2020 looked like episode 12 of season 36 of Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, you know, it's like, you're like, what else can happen? A plague, an earthquake, half the rainforest on fire. Is it? Like, you're like, no.
You know what? Freaking the gender reveal happened this year too, where half of the California.
That won't nothing but privilege at its best. If that was a brown couple that set half of the nation on fire.
Look who's trying to come for you.
Who? What are you? Yeah, but you mad when you can't wipe your bottom though. Ha, where you at? And first of all, my mom works for Walmart. So, okay. How about that? I know. Shout out to my mom. I shout out to her. I was gonna go shout out to Walmart.
I know. Shout out to our parents, right?
Yo, what's up, Bonnie?
What's up, kid?
I need to call you Miss Bonnie. That don't feel right calling your mom by her first name. You know, my mom will pop me in my mouth.
No, you know, my mom works in my dance studio. I say mom. I don't own a dance studio. It's the studio I grew up in. And she does her thing at the film. Yes. She loves it. Everybody loves her, but they call her Miss Bonnie. It's so funny because I walk in and I'm like, hello, Miss Bonnie.
It's so nice. It's right, Miss Bonnie. Miss Bonnie and Tiare, your brother hasn't given me my poi balls, but he be calling me.
My mom wants to send you something, so calm down.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. So here's a quick story about my mom's name. So Jessica Dynas once said to me, she says, so your mom's name is Bonnie. I said, yeah, Bonnie. And she's like Connie. I said, yeah. She's like, Connie's short for Constance. So is Bonnie short for Bonstance?
And you know, Jessica Dynas is a real life Disney princess. Like her face and the way that she's like,
yeah, like Bonnie for Bonstance. Yeah.
Like, and you know, she meant that with the sweetest, real like, is that short for Bonstance?
I was like, no.
Oh my God.
I mean, kind of makes sense, but yeah, Bonstance. She's there. Love her to pieces.
Bonstance. Oh my God.
Sure.
Sure.
Did you celebrate any Pride this year?
Any Pride?
Yeah.
Yeah, I celebrate Pride. First of all, 365 day. Also, when I celebrated Pride, I was going through so much turmoil in my personal life that my
did you guys have Pride? Or did you guys do the?
We had Pride. We did I marched in was it the Black Queer Liberation Coalition?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Pride March. Yeah. But I marched and I had on what I call my Revenge Avenge outfit. Girl, I was wearing purple. Honey, had a thong on with my booty crack out.
Oh my
God! I had on that. Remember I wore on the first episode.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that first top that literally stops right here. So like all my thighs be out and stuff. Like, but I never.
Yes.
I've never been that scandalous. You said what? Yeah, you went out looking ratchet. No, I didn't. I looked every bit of royal and glorious. Okay, I did that. Tens across the board, honey. It was also, honey, high thong strap, exactly whale tail out there. Ooh, okay, out this, you know. But it's on my Instagram. Look at that picture. It was so cute because I had these purple pom-poms that were handmade pom-poms from Mexico when I was in my cruise ship life, girl. And I tied them in this ring and this thong and had it whale tail Gwen Stefani, you know, girl. Because I ended up having to walk in my sense alone. There was a relationship I had to let go. And also I thought I was going to be walking with my house, but their friend brought someone I do not talk to. And Pride is about love. And I said I didn't want to come in and...
Your name Sandria?
I will need to attend someone that... Yes. Thank you, baby.
Have
See you soon.
Have fun at work. I'm guessing you're working.
Yeah, I know. Like, thanks for enjoying your break with us.
Hi, thanks for joining us.
Yes. But like, you know, Pride is all about love. So I was like, I told my family, I was like, well, enjoy, you know, walking. I thought I was going to see you know what I mean? So I was like, so I ended up kind of walking by myself and feeling what Pride was. And so that's why I called it my Revenge Avenge outfit. Girl.
Yeah. And then speaking of social media, you can see that on your social media, right?
You said what?
You can see that on your social media.
Oh, yeah. You can see my life.
Did we discuss this on the social media episode? Has anybody seen Social Dilemma? Have you seen it?
No.
I didn't. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I was like, I know you recommended it to me. And I was like, girl, I'll get around to it when I feel like watching something.
Anybody? Has anybody seen it? Hi, Drake.
Who?
Drake Mondracchio.
Oh,
Mondracchio. He's my chef friend.
Mondracchio.
Okay, Mondracchio is my chef friend, Chef Hollywood, and he I had sent my brother-in-law Drake has this spice line. So, sorry, I was burping at the same time.
Had this spice line.
Spice line. And he sent my brother-in-law some spices. So, Casey, Drake, both seen it. You need to see this. This will discuss. This will tell you. It will make you think about social media in general, like being on it, being anywhere near it, talking about it, talking about.
Well, you feel, you know, but you already, first of all, you already know who you're talking to, so you already know that my mind comes in already with that thought. You know, I tell you why I use social media the way I do it. Remember the reason why we talk about how we run this, when we were like, how we're going to run this podcast, I said, however the hell we want. The algorithm is whatever I choose it to be, like, and that is my mentality. But I mean, I'll watch it for sure, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy it because if y'all love talking about it. But you know, I have that mindset, so I'm never one of those people that, you know, be like, oh, I just hate that I'm always on. I'm like, you know me, I'm like,
oh, well, no. It's not about always being on social media. It's about that. Then Casey says it right. It's incredibly insightful about social media. It's not about being on it all the time.
It's about social media itself.
The back end,
Ooh, I love a back end.
I get blown out.
I get your backbone.
That's Sharon, 100%. Expose and the manipulation that takes place. Yeah, of course. There's this scene where it's like these three guys, and they're every time so I was gonna buy this Mickey Mouse coffee mug and warmer, and I literally looked at it online on Macy's, and it was in my newsfeed for 2 weeks. Because now this is what I think about. There's this scene where these guys are like there and they're kind of throwing out information to the same person over and over to keep them engaged. And every time I think of that, I check something and then I see it one day and then 2 days later I see it, I think about those three guys trying to engage me into all this stuff. Well, guess what? Here's the kicker. I actually decided I was going to get it. And guess what? They don't got it no more. I was going to get it and say, oh, okay, fine. I'll grab it. I'll get the Mickey Mouse mug, the warmer. I think this is so fun, so cute. I was like, I'm going to get me one, and I'm going to get another friend of mine one. And
you know damn well you would have kept both of them. Hush up. You couldn't I just know. I'm just laughing because you love Disney. So I'm like, why didn't you just buy it? You saw, it's like, first of all, you always have great taste and whatever. Like, first of all, look at this new one. I love that you wear a new one every time. And I love that you're, you know, in your Hawaiian roots firmly. You know, and it's like, but you know, you have such a great eye and stuff. So it's like, why didn't you just get it, TJ? You should have known, you should have got it. That's what, but also it's like, yes, but this is why I want to say too. It's like, this is why, like, when I'm on social media, I never, when it says like allow to let them know where I am location wise, I'm like, no, because I know how they be tracking that shit. They'd be like, oh, did you see the Wawa? Like all of a sudden the commercials like hit that area. You know, I was like, I know how this shit works. And I was like, I still don't want it. Like, you know what I mean? But it's just like, that's so cool of seeing how also in a human capacity of like these men trying to pick, like,
I mean, let's be honest. You have to remember your password first.
Girl, you already know how that is. Girl, see, that's how I'd be like, girl, I don't be caring about no social media, girl. Chime in on the chat, everybody. What's your process of remembering your passwords? Are you in all the same, or do you like have to make a note? I told Calvin there is a way to do it where you can have your computer, either your phone, any of these things, they can save it and you can put your password in or like your number and then it goes. Yeah, yes, it's true. When you censor putting down your phone, they put more notifications. Like mine right now, notify me. Yeah, I already know. That you can save your passwords so you don't have to remember them, so that you don't have to get logged out all the time. Yeah. But you know what's gonna be great though?
What?
That if I die, my motherfucking passwords come with me. Because I make new ones up every time. You can never catch me.
I remember with sequences. Oh yeah, because you're probably all numbers, Mondrake. I remember with. I gotta make a note sometimes because after 6 months, that's the worst thing when you work in corporate. I write them down in a book. Yeah, I need to start doing that too. I'm old school. Write them down in a notebook. Okay, now I'm seeing more people are more old school than I originally thought. I thought I was prehistoric because I was putting in my phone because when you go into corporate, you have to change your password like every 6 weeks, and I'm like, I can't remember this many things.
But yet you can remember 24 shows that you did years ago.
Okay.
Touche, la pussycat.
Touche. Yes, Jonathan and Casey saying hi. Speaking of that, we discussed mentoring, and Casey was on our show. Casey came in and gave us a 2-hour, not a eulogy, because that's when you talk about death.
Casey is like, man, I'm telling you, Casey in my life is Debbie Allen.
Debbie Allen, did you see she's got a new Netflix
of the hot chocolate nutcracker, but also like the whole I feel like this because this is where I'm at because now that I'm in my 30s, child, and I feel like I've been earning my accolades. I feel like Casey would be Felicia Rashad and I'd be Debbie Allen.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you feel about that one, Casey? Chime in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then, what does that make? Who does that make me?
Who? That makes you
Judith Jamison.
Nope. That makes you. I'm gonna think of it.
All right. You tell me later.
Yeah.
Alan wears these pants, and he had this blousey top on, and this big shawl vest. And I said, "Oh, you look like Judith Jamison." You're not like Judith Jamison.
And it was for my high society look for Studio 54. He was like, "Oh, you look like Judith Jamison." I was like, "Thank you."
Oh, he likes that one. He says, "I take it."
He's Felicia Rashad, and I'm Debbie Allen.
I see you, Eartha and Terry. Yes, Judith. Yeah, Judith Jamison.
That is an honor, honey. A treasure.
And then we talked about health and wellness as our 6th one, and we've discussed a little bit about that, discussing, Robbie, Casey's friend Robbie calls him Judith.
Ooh, I love it. See, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Health and wellness, we discussed that, and I discussed trying to start December 1st as my New Year's resolution to start working out. Why do I have to wait till January? It just makes me slack even more. So that's when I'm going to start running again. That's when I'm going to start doing things, and that's when I start, going through my memories and putting out into the world things that I'm thankful for that's happened over the years, rather than waiting for a new year. Why can't I do it now? Why can't we all do it now? And then we discussed new beginnings.
Sorry, I'm over here laughing, honestly, because I was like, your background is so stunning. And I was like, that was your new project and stuff. And then I did go, wow, what Alan Walmart?
Kevin was so right?
Kevin's bitch ass. I fucking love him so much. He's so dumb. But no, but yeah.
I couldn't believe I did this.
You did such a fantabulous job, man. Thanks. It's so great. I can't wait for you to finish that Christmas tree now. I know it's going to be stunning.
Yeah, I have neon balls on it and everything. It's going to be one thing. I take a picture of it. I'm going to be thankful for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's going to be stunning.
And then new beginnings. So we finally decided we were going to do this again. We were like, Calvin was like, when are we doing season 2? And I was like, oh, it kind of made me think, let's do this again. And we decided we're gonna do a 2nd season. We're gonna go for it, and we're gonna be.
Should we tell them what we're gonna talk about, or
we already discussed it? We already discussed it. We already told them we're talking about cruise ships.
Oh yeah, Inside stories.
Inside stories. And we're saying names, you guys. We're going to say names.
We're going to say names, y'all.
Say their names. Say their names.
Honey, you're going to know something, but it's going to be so great. I cannot wait to tell stories. Like, I have so many good ones.
And I think it's going to be fun to discuss, like, things that people don't necessarily hear about, and, you know, and kind of maybe rehash for people that have been on cruise ships and kind of think about that. But all those, you know, people that never been on a cruise ship before, they don't quite understand a few of those things. So, but hey, you know, they'll learn something. And we decided on a date today, actually, didn't we?
Yeah, we decided today. And it kind of actually was happening like as a whim, but also being inspired by, like, because we were like, oh, so first episode, what did we talk about? We were like, well, we talked because we were trying to figure, like, it was like, oh, let's talk about the recap. And it started with, oh, well, we did it talking about Friends. And I said, well, we did this coming together because of Michael. And then I was just like, well, then, yeah, when I was like, yo, we were like, at first I was like, no later than like March. It has to be like March, but, you know, but yeah, like February. And then I was like, yeah, what about February 22nd? You said, hey, ain't that Michael's birthday? I said, yeah. You said, well, what day is it? And it was like, boom, Monday.
So we fall back into a regular day. We fall on this day, and it's perfect. We're gonna start. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna up the ante a little bit more to see about, you know, things that we'll be just discussing. We're definitely gonna try to keep a really consistent schedule this time, so that people can chime in, or if they know that we're going to talk about something and they have a salacious story, we can send people an invite and they can be on. Because I'd love to bring people on too.
Yes.
It's been great having our guests on this whole entire season. Casey was on, Mimi was on. Who else was on?
Bernard,
Erica,
Karen.
It's not over though, you know, and this is our finale episode, but we're gonna come back probably and haunt your nightmares with a few other things in December. I definitely feel like another Name That Tune is coming up.
Oh yeah, I wrecked that Name That Tune. Who could dethrone me? My favorite was still how you gave that long introduction. Okay, this one has a long introduction. Okay, boom, bring. I know that. Like.
Now, we're going to need some volunteers. 1, 2, 3, stop it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to need some volunteers for our maybe we'll do a holiday version. Do you want to do a holiday version?
Hell yeah.
Of Name That Tune? Let's do it. Holiday version of Name That Tune. It'll be in the next couple weeks. Maybe we'll reach out to some of you, or you guys can let us know if you want to do it and be on the show. We can have up to 10 people, well, 8 with us. So, yeah, it'll be fun. We'll get some people involved, and then we'll have a fun little jolly old time.
Yeah, and everybody will bring a vice, you know, whether you drank or smoked, you know.
Whatever, or you don't.
Or if you don't, exactly. Mind your business, damn.
Mind your business. It's my business, and nobody else.
Yep. I saw this video, this girl that said, if I'm minding my business, and she goes, yeah, and you're up in mine, and she goes, yeah, she goes, then who's taking care of your business? I said, yo, that's a gag, girl.
If I'm minding my business, then you're mine as well. Who's minding yours?
Girl, just classy. Oh, classy reads.
What's something you want to start doing next year?
Something I want to start next year, honestly. It would be laying wigs.
Laying wigs, yeah. I know you talked about that.
Like, because now that my makeup game has gotten to a place where I'm feeling more confident about it. I mean, because there's still some growth to go, but like I feel like now let me lay these wigs, and it's gonna be over for these hoes. And and my sister's a cosmetologist too, so y'all better get some extra glue for your scalps, girls.
Oh God, I wanna. Oh, volunteering in the community. Good.
Ooh, who said that?
Casey.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
I want to write a series of kids books, children's books.
Oh my God, I love it.
Last year, 2018, my goal was to start a podcast. We did it. this year, my goal was to start another podcast. I have 2. So juggle those. Now, next year is going to be to write a series of kids' books. And hopefully create an app.
Ooh, girl, and I have an app idea, bitch.
I have an app idea too.
Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about minding our business.
So yeah, if anybody needs their business minded with, it's not going to be me because I can't. I don't have enough time.
I can't.
I don't have enough time to mind.
It's not that I can't. I definitely, what Casey would say is that Kent lives on Wall Street, so I'm gonna tell you I won't.
Yeah.
And you know me, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? My favorite thing about if someone tells me to do something I don't want to do and I say, I bet I won't, you know it's done.
So my friend Drake, actually, his goal for 2020 was to start a podcast. And I kind of gave him some advice along the way. And he started successfully. And this bastard's got more episodes than I do. I was like this. I'm going to get on this.
I told you, I suggested 12 episodes. You said 8, and I said, that sounds great.
No, you said 8.
I said 8, then I even said 12.
I think 8's good. But it's a goal. It was a goal. It was a goal. Where are you publishing? Blurbs was great for me. Oh, Blurb. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to reach out to my community, my social media community, because I need an illustrator as well.
Oh, I have one for you.
Okay.
I can send them your way. How about that?
Oh, wait. What about your friend that's going to send me a piece as well? He said, Gary Higgins.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say.
Gary said he's going to send me a print. Gary J. Higgins. I'm actually looking for a street art animator. Street art animator. My book is going to be in street art form for kids.
I think I have somebody that I can send.
Yes, Sandy. You'll see them hopefully.
Yes, I'm so excited. Come on, my titties, girl.
So this is kind of
did I tell you that my photo got flagged?
Yes.
Ain't that crazy?
No.
Because you thought it was obscene.
You guys, here's the thing. Every time Calvin says, "Did you see my photo?" or "Did you see my story?" I'm always like, "No." And he's like, "Oh no, you didn't see it because you would say, oh, so thoughty." Every time he puts a thoughty picture up there, I said, "Oh, that's too thoughty." Too thoughty.
It's so funny how like you're like the prude. You're like a prude, and it's so fun, but it's delicious because you're not. That's the thing. Only when it comes to my photos online, you're like,
well, because on social media, you're gonna be like thoughting it up. And then I see one that's like, oh, like a story, and I'm like, yeah, I saw it. And did you see my picture? I don't know. Did I? Oh no, you would have said you were thoughty. Yeah, I would have. No problem with it. But other than that, so we'll be back February 22nd with our second season. We're gonna up the ante. We're gonna bring more people on. We're just gonna turn up the volume a little bit more, but we're gonna really focus on something that we know and that we have lived in and we tried to shy away from. Now we're just gonna lean into it, and it's gonna be cruise ships. So everything you wanted to know about cruise ships, even anything you've never even didn't want to know about cruise ships, we'll probably discuss. So. We'll see you guys after the year. We'll be back in a few weeks to do a holiday version of Name That Too. Let us know if you want to be on. Hi, Victoria. Let us know if you want to be on, and we'll get you going, all right? It's good seeing you, Calvin. I know we FaceTime every single day, and we're going to FaceTime after this, but it's good seeing you.
It's always good. You want to be on top?
We have to save that story for our exclusive. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye. Have a good 2020. Bye.